It's Two on the Aisle with Charles Gross and Jeff Goodman. Tonight, Charles and Jeff discuss Burn the Floor. Charlie reviews and Ellie Red, and there's a meaningful discussion with the lead characters of Our Town. Now, without further ado, here is Charles Gross and Jeff Goodman.
And good evening. I am Charles Gross. Welcome to Two on the Aisle.
And I've decided that my name is now Jeff Goodman.
Good for you. Good for you. I have to start off this show wishing a hearty farewell to kind of the third critic on the aisle, namely David Lefkowitz. David has been with the show
on and off.
On and off, but pretty much on for most of its existence.
No, I think he's always the third person for the Tony.
Right. He started out as our third person on the Tony show. And
it's very hard to keep his shoes on.
Well, he's since done that, and he's often stood in while you were away.
Away.
Yes. In other words, not here.
Well, that's what away means, Charlie.
Yes. David...
I was on assignment.
Yes.
In Southeast Asia a lot.
Yes. And David will be leaving
Has gone.
New York. He actually is gone. We had hoped to have him here for
on a jet plane.
For a farewell show, and hopefully when he comes back to visit, we'll have him back. But David, we wish you luck in your new ventures. And
my favorite thing is...
And we will miss you.
Where's he going to be?
I don't know. Where is he going to be?
He's going to be outside Denver, Colorado.
Now, we have a show to review, so why don't we talk about...
Oh, we go talk about Burn the Floor first?
Yes, we are. Burn
the Floor is the first show of the 2009-2010 Broadway season.
Is it?
Yes. And of all theaters, it's opening at the Longacre.
Okay.
That's a theater that's like been closed. It opens for like 2 weeks. It has one flop show in it, and then it waits till next season.
I see. And is this the flop show for this season?
No, I loved Burn the Floor. Mm-hmm. Burn the Floor is a dance, this kind of dance performance that's very high energy. It's all it's separated into 4 segments. There are 4 styles of dance. Excuse me for looking at the playbill, but I have to. It's separated into turn pages. Turn.
Ballroom is one of them?
Well, ballroom is like the inspiration. It's the beginning. Then it has things that swing, which is a lot of swing dancing. Then the Latin Quarter, which is all the Latin songs. And then the contemporary stuff, which, starts with Burn for You and ends up, oh my God, with Proud Mary and Turn the Beat Around. Oh my Lord, oh Lord.
Yes.
And when I tell you, this show is so high energy.
Yes.
There is not a chance of anyone falling asleep in this show. I don't care how tired you are. I mean, Rip Van Winkle wouldn't get a wink of sleep in this show. It is high energy. It looks fantastic.
Yes.
It is so... I don't know how the guys and boys and girls do it on stage.
Well, very often bare-chested and scantily clad.
This is very true. I mean, did you hear the little things going bing, bing, bing during the show?
I did not hear any bing,
You know what
bing,
that
bing.
was?
No.
It was gay men turning straight and straight men turning gay. Every time the guys would come bare-chested, boom, everyone turned gay. Every time the girls came on stage, boom, everyone's straight. It was like, I'm telling you, they were all damn attractive.
They were, but that's not going to carry a show.
Or should I say darn attractive? Oops, we're in New Jersey.
But that is not what carries this show.
Well, if you don't like theater and your wife says, let's go see Burn the Floor, you just go, okay, because it's like this far off from porno.
No, it's
not really.
Believe me, I don't think there's any porno star who could dance like these people.
Oh my God.
These are incredible dancers.
But there's no porno stars that can bend like these people either. Oh my Lord.
I didn't realize you were such an expert in that genre.
Porn? Well,
Yes.
who isn't?
Anyway.
I've lived my life.
Okay. Very good. But can we talk about the dancing?
And
the incredible choreography?
Oh my God, let's talk.
And these really, you have a lot of them are Dancing with the Stars veterans.
Well, a lot of them were on Dancing with the Stars. I don't know if they've actually been the dancers on it. But there are 2 dancers who are guest starring for the very first part of the run. They can't be with it because they have to go out in a couple of weeks to do Dancing with the Stars. And it's Karina Smirnoff and Maxim Chmerkovskiy. Now, their parts could be done by anyone else, but it's nice to see them. I mean, because they're pretty big stars in their own right, just from dancing.
Right. And they show that they really can dance.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
everyone here
But
can dance.
let me tell you something. One's better than the next in this show. I mean, my God.
I mean, if you think a chorus line and West Side Story have energy, take a look at this.
This is not to be believed. It's so amazing.
But what
I had such a great time. I have to tell you,
I'll tell you, I liked it also, but I will say, at some point in the second act, it did start to get a little redundant. I would have liked them to go contemporary a bit earlier than they did.
Well, you know,
it just because at some point
But,
the styles were starting to merge for
no,
me.
but let me explain something to you. This is very important. I think it does have to do with your, because you don't really watch Dancing with the Stars, or So You Think. A lot of people, these came from, a couple of people came from So You Think You Can Dance as well. And you don't watch those shows. Now,
No.
I watched So You Think You Can Dance, and I started watching it on Dancing in the Stars recently. And I do like the dance art form an awful lot. I wish I could, but I just can't.
Okay.
But
Well, maybe you could be in the next American Idol.
I'm very jealous of these people.
Okay.
No, I can't sing either.
Okay.
Trust me, that's why.
I'll take your word for it.
That's why I'm a critic.
Okay.
If you can't sing, you can't dance, can't teach Jim, be a critic.
Okay.
But
I didn't know you couldn't teach Jim.
can't teach Jim
Okay.
either. But I'll tell you, if you watch Dancing with the Stars and So You Think You Can Dance, you've learned the difference in the dances. So when they got to stuff like the first half of the second act, which was Latin Corner, you saw the I forget the one.
So you have an appreciation for the style.
Yeah, because I was so thrilled that I learned something from television. And the one where she's the cape, where the woman's the cape and the man is the matador. And they actually really came out and did it. In the very beginning, you didn't know, you probably couldn't tell, but I knew that it was I forget what they call it
Yes,
now.
you knew what it was.
No, but
You just don't know what it was.
It was a,
It was a cape. Yes, it was a dance where the men were matador and the
No.
women were the capes.
how come, it was in here, like.
There were no
I
bulls.
swear it was in here before.
All right. Well, you're
No,
looking
they
for
call-
that.
they
Let me just
call-
get a few words. And for those
Go
of
ahead.
us who do not watch Dancing with the Stars, and if you do not, I still would recommend this show
Absolutely.
to you. It does seem to blend in a bit to the second act, and I would have liked something a little more distinctive
Well, it
on
also,
that. And I
if
think
you-
maybe if they should have switched to contemporary songs
But
a little sooner.
Also, if you read your playbill, because it explains all the.
It does.
The cha-cha-cha, the foxtrot, the waltz, the tango, the quick-step.
Yeah. And you know
All
what?
of which they did.
If you don't know anything about it, you're still not going to be able to
Oh, that was good.
really
The
figure it
Paso
out.
Doble.
Okay.
Because that one I remember, because with the cape, the woman being the cape. And I'm like sitting there going, oh, that's a Paso Doble. Because in this show I remembered it, but I couldn't remember it now. But I did say to myself, wow, Paso Doble, and I knew that. I was very impressed with myself.
Okay. So there is who
There's
would
hope for us.
Yes, there is. You actually can learn something from Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Okay. But the bottom line is, I'm not going to this to learn something. I'm going to this because I want to see good dancing, and I do see
It's
good dancing.
Excellent dancing.
Some very good dancing, a very attractive cast, high energy, wonderful band, and I really enjoyed it. And I'll tell you, I generally am not big on plotless dancing reviews. You know, if I see a dancing show, I like there
Remember
to be a
those
plot
tango things?
and music around
Didn't you
it.
want to just shoot the accordionist? Remember
Well,
that?
the Tango Argentina. That
Or Forever
was
Tango.
that
or
was fine.
Tango.
That was all right the first time, and then after you saw it half
Yeah.
a dozen times, it started getting
Right.
look Oba Oba. They had Oba Oba, then Oba Oba, 1990 whatever,
It was
and
like
which was exactly
1963,
Oba
64.
Oba, etc. Hopefully, if they do burn the floor too, it will be totally different from this Burn the Floor.
Yeah.
But Burn the Floor is a very apt title for this wonderfully
was
energetic, wonderfully entertaining, yes, hot show where they come into the audience and oh boy, you're sitting there.
Oh my
and you've
God.
got these talented dancers right in front of you.
And you know it's amazing.
That is something you'll never get
and those girls
from watching
don't sweat,
TV.
They really do glow. They're amazing. I just unbelievable show.